All right, I got my first order ever from Flight Club in. And what I'm going to do is a quick video because I was a little sketched out when I ordered this release, and we'll get to the shoe in a moment. I was a little sketched out to order from Flight Club because there was some, Google conversation and Reddit conversations about fakes and so forth. So I really wanted this shoe, and I ordered it from Flight Club. It came, and it is definitely legit. So let's get into the shoe, how it looks, what shoe it is, and how to tell if your shoes are legit, at least for the most part. I'm saying you've got about an 85, 90%, if not better chance, especially if they're Nike or Jordan specifically, how to check if your shoes are legit. All right, what shoes did we get? They're important to me. Let's roll. So I ordered a Nike SB, a skateboarding shoe, and I don't order a lot of the SBs, mainly because I play tennis, and usually when I'm out casually, I wear a Jordan or a Foamposite generally. But I'm from San Francisco originally. Was born there. Was raised the first, part of my young life in California. Anyway, long story short is I'm a big San Francisco Giants fan. Well, this summer, Nike at this point has released the San Francisco Giants as a shoe, the New York Mets as a shoe, and I have that one ordered, and as well the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a low blue suede nubuck, really nice, and I've got that ordered as well. Again, a lot of these shoes I resell, but for the most part, I keep them and treat them as an investment. So I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to open this box, and I haven't opened it yet. I promise you that. I'm going to open it, and then ultimately, I usually customize the shoe with laces that I have on my own. And you guys can put in comments whether you think my choice is good or not. All right, let's get to the shoe. All right, opening it up. Nice box, nice purple color. Fold it down. Oh, I see two laces. So the shoe's kind of a creamish color. It's canvas, but it came with Giants orange and the kind of brownish / black. Here's the Flight Club tag. This is pretty cool. So they often they get a certificate of authenticity. My bad there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a nice touch. So nice, kind of like eBay does. So I'm gonna pull this shoe out first. So here it is, kind of that beige cream color, kind of that nubuck leather with the canvas there. Definitely San Francisco Giants color. I can definitely rock this shoe. Definitely going to wear it. This one I did not get to potentially resell. Again, I'm not actively buying and reselling shoes. But if an issue presents itself, then I always have something that I can kind of hustle out. So anyway, you got to keep grinding, right? Stay positive. Keep fighting, stay positive, because ultimately everyone you meet's fighting a tough battle. But anyway, this is a really solid shoe, really happy about it right now. So my question to you all in comments is this. If this was your shoe, okay, what color laces would you put in it? Would you leave the cream, or would you put the orange, or would you put the brown? I don't know. Now, Carla likes stuff that's kind of switched up. So I'm going to go ask Carla what laces she would put in it. And then I'll come back and tell you what Carla said. What would you put in it? Think about it. All right, hold on. Let me go talk to Carla. All right, Carla. And I know she doesn't like that I have a shoe fetish, but that's okay. But Carla, I'll ask you a question and spare you the misery. But what laces would you put in those shoes? Would you wear the shoes with the orange lace or the darkish, brownish, semi-black lace?
I would mix them.
Like what do you mean? Like one orange in one and one black / brown in the other?
Yes.
Switch up. Let's go. I'm in. I love it. Carla says switch the laces. So I'm going to take the cream laces out. I'm going to put the orange in one and the brown on the other. And we'll give her a thumbs up for the thought process. I didn't think about it. One thing I did notice walking back upstairs was the inside of the tongue of these shoes. So San Francisco Giants is a baseball team. And what do we have on the back of the tongue? Baseball glove. Let's go. Come on. On the back of this one is even cooler. So if you're a Giants baseball fan, you know that behind the baseball field there, and I was going to say a candlestick or whatever, but anyway, behind the baseball field there, Giant Stadium, there's the bay, the San Francisco Bay, right? People hit home runs over that, and they go into the water. Well, people in canoes and kayaks go get them. So you'll see it on ESPN all the time. When someone from the Giants hits a home run and it goes into the water, there's people fighting on kayaks for it. So I love that touch. Love that. That makes the shoe really, really, really nice. All right, let's swap up the laces. Let's roll. The finished product. So we did the switch laces. We put the orange in the right shoe. the black with the orange tips and the left shoe, and again we do have black tips on the right shoe. So it looks really, really, really good. By the way, before I forget, the moral of the story, why I wanted to do this video, besides getting my first shoe from Flight Club, is kind of some of the dilemmas, but ultimately it wasn't a dilemma at all, and I'll explain. So first of all, when I placed my first order from Flight Club, the tracking number finally came, and it said it was coming from, like, the Netherlands. And, you know, that's okay, you know, no problem, but I saw that, so immediately I started clicking reviews and so forth, and of course the old saying, you know, only people complain when they leave reviews, because the people that are happy never leave a review in the first place. So I kind of took it with a grain of salt, but yet I began to worry. Anyway, so long story short is, here they are, and I'd sent an email to Flight Club when I found out that they were coming from the Netherlands, and actually a really nice email came back to me. I think the gentleman's name was like Bryeth or something. Anyway, and you could tell it wasn't one of those spam emails that just goes back to a bunch of people, because, you know, there was intricacies about it that just couldn't have been a spam mail. So that made me feel better, and then boom, here they come, and they are legit. And so it came from afar, and we'll see. And also I ordered again from them just earlier, and the order is coming out of Hong Kong. So a little skeptical about that, but after this transaction, I'm pretty stoked about it. So how to tell, by the way, if your shoes are legit, in other words, not fakes. This works almost foolproof on Nike brand type shoes, Jordan, whatever, anything under the Nike wing. So if you look at the box, you look down here, you'll see this number, okay? DO9394-100. That number, the 6 letters, digits, space, and then another one. If you go to, say, eBay and go to search and then write Nike space that number, make sure you put the space there. And if you find a whole page or you know, 2,000 pages full of exactly what you're looking for, more than likely it's legit. Now, I've come across some fakes that do have that same number on it, but if you look at the date, there's a date on the tag of the shoe. So inside the shoe, you'll see this same number on a flap. And sorry, I should have had this better prepared, but there's a flap in there. There it is right there. There's a flap in there that has the same number on it as does the side of the box. Maybe you can see that, but the number's in there. And there's a date on that. It's almost impossible for a scammer to get that date right and to get the image right to be a web-based search. So ultimately, if you're sketched out about your shoes when you get them, or if you're at a yard sale or you're looking for a pair of shoes, get that number. Go to eBay, hit search like you're looking for a new item, and put Jordan or Nike or LeBron, whatever, space in that number, and hit search, and you should get quite a few hits on that of being your item. You don't even have to explain it, just put the number in. If it's a fake, generally you'll put that number in that's on the shoe, and it'll say no search found, or it'll give you a totally different shoe. Then you can kind of rest assured it's a fake. But anyway, I got these in. That was the first thing I did. Boom, put that number in, and it came up. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a great evening. I'm really stoked about these shoes for sure. Loving the color switch that Carla came up with. Definitely a nice shoe. I can't wait to wear it. These shoes are for myself, so I'll definitely be wearing them. No doubt about that. Much love, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll continue to do this as much as I can outside of our tennis podcast and our coaching responsibilities and racket stringing responsibilities. Sometimes it's tough to get the sneaker stuff in there, but follow us at Stand Tall Sneakers on Facebook, STANDTALL, Stand Tall, no spaces, Sneakers on Facebook, and I always post my stuff there. Anyway, take care, much love, don't forget to sub, and see you next time. I'm expecting 2 shoes soon. The same the same skateboard shoes as these, and the New York Mets, and one and the Philadelphia Phillies, and then we'll be good to go. And a couple of those are retail, so stay up for that if you're interested in the purchase.